Oh. Okay, it worked. All right, everybody, we are live. If you can silence your phones, and then we will start exactly at 7. So 2 more minutes. Clemmy, could you sign in, please? Sure. Thank you so much.
I'm not shy. I'll sit up front.
Okay.
Gonna be a rule break on open at 6:59 in 30 seconds. No, we're gonna hold fast.
Hold until 7 o'clock.
There you go.
That's the rule. Just in case all of our viewers start viewing right at 7.
Okay. Coming to you live.
This is coming live
All right.
on YouTube. Okay, before we begin tonight's meeting, I'd like to introduce our new zoning board appeals attorney, Mr. Will Frank from Bluestein, Shapiro, Frank and Barone. Mr. Frank will be providing legal guidance to the board and will be advising the board during our meetings. We are very pleased to welcome him as the ZBA attorney for our beautiful village.
Good evening,
So-
everyone.
Good
Nice to see everybody.
Good luck.
No clapping for lawyers. Never clap for lawyers.
All right, then, good
You'll take
evening,
it from
everybody.
here.
We're gonna call our meeting to order and start with pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, I will do the roll call. John Greeny,
Here.
Jonathan Burley,
Present.
John Prego,
Yeah.
Margaret Politaski is absent, Nikki DeLeo,
Here.
and Will Frank.
Here, good evening.
Welcome.
Okay, can I have a motion to approve meetings
Minutes.
from August 26th?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
I wasn't here.
That'll be me.
Okay.
Who made the motion?
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, you two weren't here?
but we don't have enough
We don't have
people.
enough to-
We don't have a quorum.
A quorum.
So
Let's push
on
I'll,
that.
I'll put
So
them,
push that to the next one.
yep.
Okay, we're opening it up. First thing we're gonna discuss this evening, 25 Park Avenue. Come on up here and talk to us.
Just say which of
Okay, correct. 25 Park Avenue, one-story addition, SBL 214-5-3. This is, the owner is proposing to expand the footprint to increase the living room. Proposed is a 12 by 30 one-story addition, reducing the side yard setback from 20 to 7.4, a variance of 12.6 feet. Okay, show us what you got.
Folks, before you do that, could you just please, for the record, introduce who you are so we have it?
Thank you.
My name's Joe Iresi, I'm an
I
architect
know.
helping
Okay.
them
I know,
out.
but just
Yeah.
for everybody who's here.
Yep,
Sure, I'm Tim Smith, live at 25 Park Ave. This is my wife Amy.
Amy Smith, other homeowner.
Thank you.
So the owner's proposing to expand the back of the house towards the side setback line, approximately 12 feet, total size of 30 feet by 12 feet. This is the existing residence, and this is the proposed addition. We're violating a setback, so we're here for the variance board. This is kind of a little sketch we did originally, the existing home right there, and this is where the addition is going, so this is just a little mock-up of showing the addition right there. Very straightforward stuff.
This is the addition?
yep.
It's just mock-up of it, but yeah, it's just 12 feet wide by the length of the building. And the purpose of it is to expand the living room. Currently, the living room's very small. There's also a need for an accessible laundry room. Right now, it's in the basement, and my clients have trouble going up and down those stairs. So that kind of spurred almost the whole addition to create some kind of a walk-in living laundry room on the main level. And then we said, while we're doing it, let's make the tiny little living room a little wider. So we understand we're here for a variance to go a little bit wider. Very straightforward, no trees are coming down, there's an existing fence, the neighbor's on board with it. It's something that you really wouldn't even notice after it was built.
I'm sorry, what did you say about the fence?
There's a fence on our neighbor's land
That's what I wanted to say.
that we're going close to it, but we're not moving it. But then there's a fence on their land, just defining a little dog walk area that's just gonna be moved, but it's nothing to do with
Vicki, if you want another.
an objection by the neighbor.
That's right. Challenge.
That's it there. That's the proposed addition.
You already have garage outside and 4 feet of property.
Pre-existing, correct. We're not looking to do any alterations to that.
And the addition would be, if it's granted, the exterior would match the rest of the house?
Correct, this is kind of what it would look like right there.
Uh-huh.
I just took a little mirror of that just to show you basically what it would look like.
I can see it.
Yes.
So there wouldn't be any differentiation. Does the board have any other questions?
Nope.
Kristen, anything that is the application complete?
Yes.
Okay. So the next step would be to schedule the public hearing, I believe. Is there anything else that anybody has, no other questions?
Can I take one? Just one. Keep with this.
Is it okay if we hang
Yeah,
on
you
to
could
this?
keep, and that's.
You want to keep the
Original?
before and after?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
okay,
before.
I'm sorry.
Okay, that's the
Keep for a
before.
record.
Oh, I see.
It's just a little.
Oh, sure you want to give it up?
Just
It's
take
your mom.
You could take a picture of it if you want.
We don't need to.
Actually, I have a black and white one, I'll give to you.
Or maybe you could email it
It's
over
okay.
to Kristen.
I have it.
You have
You
this
have it?
little colored rendition.
All right, so,
One second, Mr. Chairman. So we have, I thought
I'll
I
get
saw
it to
the
you.
half in
Yeah.
here.
You know, I don't have it. Okay.
Did this go to the planning board or no?
They went to the planning board, the planning board sent them here, and then, you know, the next step is, like you had said, the public hearing. Once they have the public hearing and we go through all of that, then you'll get sent back to
Right.
the planning board and you'll have to have a public hearing there also. That's our code.
Right, did the planning board declare lead agency under seeker?
I don't remember. That's, I
Well,
don't
we'll hold
remember
off,
that.
we don't need to do that tonight, but we can schedule a public hearing.
Okay,
But we'll need to check that to see if we're gonna go through the EAF, or we're gonna adopt any findings by the planning board, because
right,
we can't grant, the board can't grant the variance until such time as the seeker is determined.
right.
So we'll just need to check that. Do you know if,
I can
I wasn't at that
you
meeting.
weren't at the planning board? When you folks went to the planning board, do you remember if they said anything about SECRA, State Environmental Quality Review Act?
I don't
No.
remember.
We'll check
that.
it.
No,
That's
Hold
no
on,
big
I'll
deal. We'll check it.
I
We'll
don't
check it.
remember that.
Right. That's fine. But we can go ahead and schedule a public hearing.
Yes,
Kristen, you said
So you
the
guys-
application's complete.
the application is complete. I can check if we declared lead agency.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about it tonight.
Okay, we don't have to worry about it?
If-
Okay, we didn't, they didn't,
They did not.
no.
Okay. So we can go through it at the public hearing if need be. We'll check
Okay.
with the planning board, and if need be, we can do the EAF at the public hearing.
Okay,
What's the date?
so you wanna make a motion?
Somebody needs to make a motion to schedule a public hearing
I'll make the
for,
motion.
Hold on, I'll tell you the date,
It's the next meeting, right?
yeah. And the next meeting is October 28th.
all right, so this is a public hearing for the consideration of a variance for the one-story addition at 25 Park Avenue for October 28th at 7 PM, right, Kristen?
That's right, yep.
Okay, so, Mr. Chairman, somebody needs to make that motion.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Discussion?
Does everybody agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll call for the vote.
I think they did,
I think
Yeah,
we just,
Rick
we
was
just seconded
already-
it. I think there was a second, I didn't hear.
I second.
Right, so you just
Yeah.
need to, all in favor?
Yeah.
they did.
Aye.
7. So, Kristen someone is gonna provide you with the list of addresses. We'll need to do some mailings.
I do.
Oh, you're doing it?
I do the addresses and then you'll send me the public hearing
I will
notice.
prepare the public hearing notice.
And then, and then I'll give you the public hearing notice along with the addresses. I'll email you everything and then you send them out. I'll give you all the great details
Yep,
by phone and email and all that.
and so you'll come back on the
Good
28th.
stuff.
We'll, by that time, we'll figure out what we're doing about the seeker, and we will, the board will hear the application and hear from the public on the 28th.
Great.
Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
all. Nice
Good
to see you.
Thanks.
Have a great night. Thank
All right,
you.
thank you, everyone. Okay. And next we have 10 Cottage Street subdivision, SBL 210-3-13.1. This is a two-lot subdivision with an existing two-family dwelling.
Can I just make a statement before you, seeker, this action is a type 2 for the previous application and no further environmental review is required.
Okay,
Okay,
that's fine.
sorry. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry,
didn't
John.
know.
Does everyone have
I didn't,
the,
one second, please, sir. Yeah, I didn't know if the planning board had made that determination.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, good.
surveys that I submitted for the last meeting, I hope?
I have everything right here.
Oh, awesome.
But can I have them back when you're ready? As always.
I want to start by saying that my initial application I used the wording one or two family house. I thought that what I was doing was leaving that open for whomever purchases the property so that they're not, but I spoke with Kristen today and asked, is there a way for me to amend my application to simply say either one family residence or residential building? Because my using the wording of two family, possible two family, seems to have alarmed some of my neighbors. Mr. Graney, when I was here last month, you had made a comment, your opposition seemed to be that I would be changing the character of the neighborhood in some way by having a residence on a residential lot. And you suggested I become creative. I went and knocked on all the doors of my neighbors and asked them if they believed the construction of a one-family residence on the vacant lot of 6,600 square feet adjacent to the house at 10 Cottage would have a negative or detrimental effect on the character, safety, or welfare of our neighborhood and nearby properties. And I asked all of my neighbors on Cottage, my neighbors on McEwen. There seemed to be a conflict of interest at 88 McEwen. The woman who answered the door didn't want to sign. I work with your wife, by the way. But most, I would say 95% of my neighbors seem to be in favor of the idea of me being able to subdivide this property and build a single family. I'm not going to build it. I'll say that again. I'm looking simply to subdivide and sell the property so I can use the proceeds to do improvements on the existing property, which will at 10 Cottage. I know that this is not an official, there's nothing official about this, but even those who were against it, Mr. Gallagher at 79 McEwen, we put that down because it's his honest opinion. He's against it. But every other resident that I was able to speak with was in favor of it. And really all I'm trying to get to the point where the Smiths are, to have a public meeting. And so that I can go forward with, I think it's entirely within the character of the neighborhood, personally. I live in the neighborhood, these are my neighbors, and I honestly didn't understand that this was out of character somehow with a residential neighborhood.
But it would be a substandard lot, right?
Oh, yes. I'm asking for an area variance. Yeah. But if you look at every other house, as far as square footage, square footage ratio, none of them are within the present guidelines. None of the houses are within the present zoning that exists because they were built 70, 80, 90. In my case, 10 Cottage was built 120 years ago. I'm simply asking for it to stay within the character of the neighborhood. I realize that a 6,600 square foot lot, if you were to put as the zoning board, I don't know what your power is besides saying yes and no, but perhaps you could approve it for a one family, approve it for not above 33% of square footage, of the land.
Well, don't forget, you didn't present a plan, you're proposing, because you didn't present the plans for the one-family house. You know what I mean?
I'm not planning on
You're
building.
just saying it, I know.
I simply want to sell the lot.
But you need, like you had been like they said at the last meeting, you need to say what the house is because they don't know what variances they need.
It's in, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, my position is, before I can approve a subdivision, I would want the public's feedback, number one. Number two, I would want to restrict the side yards and the setbacks, because what's to prevent somebody from coming in and asking for more variances? I only want to do this once. So,
You're here to prevent them from that.
Yeah, but the other thing here is that this is a subdivision application before the planning board,
correct.
right?
Yes.
Okay. The planning board still doesn't know what they're granting a subdivision for, correct? Because you haven't told the planning board.
Vacant lot?
But they want to know what the intent is, and so does this board, is going to want to know what the intent is for that lot. Whether it's one family or two family, because as I'm reading the minutes from the last meeting, there was discussion on the scope of the variances that would be needed.
Can I,
Please, go ahead.
why is it that you refer to it as a vacant lot?
It will be a vacant lot if it is created.
But you're creating, or I feel you're trying to portray that you have a current vacant lot. You do not have a vacant lot. You have one lot with a house on it.
Yes. Okay.
And so there's nothing about that that's vacant.
No, I'm looking at the future, at the possibility of it. If it were subdivided, it would be a vacant lot. If it were created.
But there's nothing is currently vacant.
Okay.
Okay,
I agree. There's a
Thank you.
two-family house on the
thank you.
Right,
lot.
okay, go ahead.
My position is neutral right now till I have more information. Like I said, it's a substandard lot, and
It would be.
it would be, correct. And I would want, if I were to approve anything or even consider it for approval, to know what the proposed setbacks will be. And I know you don't know, because you don't know what house is gonna be there. But I may not be on the board tomorrow, and anything that I put my name on, I wanna know what's going there. So that's just my position. I need more information.
Okay. So a site
I'm sorry,
plan
go ahead.
with the size of the footprint of the house?
With
So
proposed.
that has the setbacks?
With proposed setbacks, and if we were to approve variances, those would be narrowed down, and that's what they would be limited to in the future. And that would be my position.
Yeah, right. I think what he's saying is there's nothing at this stage that the board is prepared to vote on because they don't have the specific plan. There was, I'm going to read from the minutes here from the last meeting. The board suggested the applicant consider revising the plan to lessen the extent of variances needed and to return, when other members were here, but really it's about the plan. This is the plan you had last time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what we're talking about here, before public hearings can be scheduled or anything else, the board needs to evaluate specifically what you're looking to do. Just saying, we're gonna, you wanna just create a vacant lot, that's not something, if I'm correct, that's not something the board is interested in doing at this time. So we need the specifics.
Okay, all right. It just,
Is
it
that fair to
seems,
say, Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
I mean, that was a discussion last time. I'm just reading what happened last time, and we seem to be in the same spot.
well, there were three members here at that time, and,
But, okay, but the members being here doesn't change the fundamental question, is all I'm saying.
okay,
The fundamental question before any public hearing can be scheduled, because the public hearing notice has to say, looking for the ZBA to consider variance of this amount, this many feet, this height, what have you, whatever those variances are, they have to be specifically enumerated, set forth, so everybody from the public and the board understands exactly what you're looking for.
okay.
I've been on this board for 20-something years now, and my experience is unless the public has specifics as to what we're approving, it's gonna be a full house, and it's gonna be just a lot of questions, a lot of concerns. So if I were to approve something, I need specifics. if I were even to consider something, I need specifics.
Okay. All right, well, let's work for my engineer,
Mhm.
Mr. Friedler. All right.
I wish I could give you a better answer, but, you know, I just can't.
Does the board have any other questions for this gentleman?
No, sir.
Any comments or anything? So you understand what everybody's looking for?
Yes.
Okay. So once that's submitted, Kristen can circulate that to everybody and we'll take it from there.
Okay. All right.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, now what we have is 10,
Thank you.
Thank you.
oh, 10 cottages.
No,
now.
that was 24. That was
24, oh, well, I'm sorry. 24 Wheeler.
Oh, John, the public hearing also, when you read it, it's on the back too. Okay,
Oh, look at that.
all right.
Look,
I was-
fancy, not wasting a piece of paper.
No, because it costs money.
Golden stars.
That's right,
All right,
thank you.
24 Wheeler, two-family, SBL 207-2-28.2. Application for John and Lauren Crusoe for property located at 24 Wheeler, Warwick, New York, designated on the village tax map as section 207, block 2, lot 24, and located in the R1 residential and limited office overlay, LO, districts for variance from zoning code to 1, reduce the minimum lot area from 22,500 square feet to 5,798 square feet. 2, reduce the minimum lot from width 125 feet to 59.3 feet. 3, reduce front and yard setback from 40 feet to 21.1 feet. 4, reduce the front and yard from 40 feet to 20 feet. Reduce the side yard setback from 25 feet to 11.1 feet. 6, reduce the total side yard setback from 60 feet to 30.5 feet. 7, reduce the side yard from 15 feet to 9.8. 8, reduce the street frontage from 90 feet to 59.3 feet. 9, reduce the livable floor area from 900 square feet to approximately 570 square feet for proposed unit number 2. 10, reduce the required parking spaces from 4 to 3. See Village Code 145-70A. 11, to locate two parking spaces in front yard where only one is permitted. See Village Code 14571A. The variances are sought for the proposed converting of a single-family residence to a two-family residence. The above application is open for inspection at the Office Board of Appeals, 77 Main Street. Okay, and you are John.
I am John
Okay.
Caruso.
One sec. Kristen, the notice was posted and published in accordance with law, yes?
It was, yes, it was in the newspaper, and John did do all of his mailings, I have the receipts, and, yeah, it was posted
Was there a
everywhere.
motion to open the public hearing? I don't remember.
They did not.
Okay. Chair, make a motion to open the public hearing, please.
I make a motion to open the public meeting,
I'll second it.
Public hearing.
public hearing.
I'll second it.
Favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Chairman, all yours.
Talk to us.
Are we allowed to say anything?
You will,
Yeah.
You will be.
You will be.
Okay, I'm just
For sure.
wondering.
The
Yes.
way it works is, I'm
That's
sorry.
okay,
No, let me just let you know.
yeah,
The way a public hearing works is the applicant goes first, and the applicant explains to the board the nature of the application, what they're looking for, and all of that good stuff. And then, when the applicant is done, anyone from the public will have the opportunity to make a public comment on it. Okay?
thank you.
My name is John Brusso. I'm here for 24 Wheeler Avenue. I prepared an opening statement to address what I'm applying for. I'm here regarding 24 Wheeler Avenue. What I'm asking for is simple. I want to reclassify my single-family home and the two-family dwelling. I'm not adding anything. I'm not changing the footprint, and I'm not altering the exterior in any way. The house already has 2 legal kitchens and a layout that already functions as 2 units. I'm just asking that the legal use match the physical reality. The block is already on one of the most diverse streets in Warwick. On Wheeler Avenue and the adjoining Cherry Street, you'll find single-family homes, 2-family homes, multifamilies, and even businesses, because Wheeler sits in a limited overlay district. Making my house a legal 2-family doesn't change the character of the neighborhood. It's entirely consistent with what's already there. To demonstrate that, I have prepared a spreadsheet and aerial photography of nearby 2-family homes. Every one of them falls under the minimum lot size required by code, and none meet the standard, yet they function they function without issue and fit into the neighborhood. My request is no different. This aligns directly with the village and state policy. The Village of Warwick's own website promotes accessory dwelling units and highlights it on their ADU program on the website.
Patrick.
Okay. The village's own website promotes that, and they promote a link to provide funding to create such safe and affordable housing. My request accomplishes that same goal. It creates code-compliant housing without any changes to the footprint or exterior. The question is whether we want to follow through on that goal, or they're only going to remain aspirational. On the factors for the balancing test in my application, on neighborhood character, no exterior changes. The block already has multiple 2-family and businesses. I have signed letters from the neighbors that are not opposed, as well as several in attendance tonight to speak, so you can hear from their own words. Feasible alternatives, the structure is what it is. The only alternative would be to rip out existing improvements, which wouldn't make much sense. Environmental and physical impacts, there are none, because I don't want to do any additions, no new pavement, no drainage changes, nothing. Is this a self-created hardship? So some of the variances are technically self-created, I will admit that. But the lot size, setbacks, and layout are long-standing conditions. The law requires all 5 factors be balanced, and on balance, this application clearly has no negative impact. While there are numerous variances being requested, each variance should be reviewed on its own accord, not in total.
Totality.
Totality. I get stage fright.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
In the previous hearing, there were a few concerns raised.
Just to be clear, that wasn't a hearing, that was just a meeting.
In the meeting.
This is the first hearing tonight.
Oh, sorry. Concern was around density kids and potential pets tenants may have. The house has 4 bedrooms today, and will have 4 bedrooms tomorrow. Density is based on bedrooms, not whether 1 or 2 families lives there. Considering who might live in a home would not be a proper consideration for the variances. Personal gain. Financial benefit to the owner is not part of the evaluation or balancing test. Even if I stood to make millions, it would be irrelevant. Precedent. Each application that comes before this board is to be decided individually. Granting mine does not set a precedent for any other application, because each property should be measured on its own standards, its own zoning. Overlay context. At the last meeting, it was stated that this would shift the block toward multifamily. Wheeler already sits in the limited overlay district, which by design allows a mix of uses. Granting this does not shift the character, it maintains it. Mixed remains mixed. And it was also suggested that this would devalue nearby homes. I'd like to point out that property values are not part of the balancing test, but even if they were, value is based on condition and comparables, not whether a property is 1 or 2 family. I've raised the values because I've fully already renovated what was once a neglected home into one of the nicest on the street, and I'm willing to make further enhancements to the property, such as landscaping, privacy buffers, if the board desires. I raise these points not to be combative or debate personalities, but to respectfully keep the focus where it belongs on the balancing test and be judged by that standard, as I believe this application clearly satisfies them. In closing, the application doesn't change the outside of the house, it doesn't change the grounds, it doesn't harm the neighborhood, and it doesn't create new impacts. It simply legalizes what already exists to ensure safe, code-compliant housing for the long term, while aligning perfectly with the village and state policy goals to expand affordable housing. For those reasons, I respectfully ask the board to approve this application.
Well, we made a motion to open the public hearing, so what happens now? Does the public talk or
First,
the
the
board?
board will ask questions and
Yeah.
make comments.
Yeah, I have a question. Do you currently live here?
Yes,
Okay. Do you plan on living here?
at the time of the last meeting, I did. Since then, I do plan to move from that home. I have purchased a new home, and I am currently renovating that. So this home will become a rental, no matter what. The question is whether it remains as a single family or may be rented as a multifamily.
So currently it's an ADU,
Currently, it is a single family home.
meaning you have an accessory dwelling unit with a kitchen, separate bathroom.
No, it is currently a single family home that I got the permits and added a kitchen to the downstairs. Based on the layout, it was just an awkward layout. So I added a kitchen, so that way when using the backyard, there was one in the downstairs. I have a floor plan I can show you that would help you understand that. And it just became very apparent that this home already set up works as a multifamily. It is currently a single family. I'm asking to turn it into a multifamily.
Right, I understand that. But the concern is, you know, the positive I see here is that you're not changing the footprint. The negative I see here is that, again, you mentioned that, you know, every property is case by case, but then again, you do set a standard. So if we were to get 5 other single-family homes that would request the ADU, then eventually they can come to us and request a variance for a multifamily. That's my own concern on the negative part for this. But positive is, again, it's the same footprint, which is not changing. I think that's great. Because, again, that would probably most likely change the character of the neighborhood more than the fact that you have 2 units in a, you know, in a dwelling that you can't even tell that anything is going on, you know. So, you know, that's just my take on things.
The way the home is set up, anyone who could purchase it, my goal is, you know, will I be the owner forever? No. At some point in the future, whether it's 10, 20, whatever years, I will not be. Somebody will be tempted to rent it out illegally the way it is currently set up. I want to make sure that's up to code and no one is tempted to have an illegal rental. From a precedence, I understand the points that you are making, which make a lot of sense. My stance would be that, or position would be that it would come down to that specific application. And I think what's unique about mine is I'm changing nothing. So whomever would be applying, they would have to, likely unless they have the same situation, change something.
Right, but we are changing what matters most, the fact that it's not currently a 2-family.
So I would put that back to what impact does that have on the character of the neighborhood?
The potential for using your single family with 5,798 square foot, some even less square footage, to request a, you know, I don't believe you need a variance for an ADU. So if someone goes out and they turn their single family home, they add an ADU, 5 years down the road, we're gone. And all of a sudden, they come to this board and they request, you know, a variance to make it a multifamily. That's the concern I have.
I would say that it would come down to their specific case.
I agree, but they can use yours as an example.
Can I ask, did you put in the second kitchen?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. Okay, so then why do you feel you would have to rip it out if it's compliant with being an ADU? You could sell it as it is.
As an
A
ADU,
single-family home with an ADU.
is that a legal second resident, second
Well,
rental?
you present it as that, and then that person comes in, the owner, as long as the owner is in the building, then it is.
No,
So
no.
that's not what I'm applying.
No, if he can't sell his house as an
Right.
as having an accessory dwelling unit, the next owner would have to
They
come
would have
and
to
get
come in
approval
for
from that,
approval,
right, from the
owner-
planning
owner
board.
occupied.
It's
So then
not
disconnect the stove and
Owner
take
occupied.
out the,
ADU, yeah, accessory.
So if I did that, once I sell it, now it no longer becomes compliant, to which somebody else would use it.
someone else would have to come in and file for the same ADU permit and have the building inspector come in and take a look at it.
So I would like to, so how does that factor into the evaluation in terms of the balancing? That's, respectfully, that seems to be opinion.
That'll be for the board to decide when they're going through the factors. You know, I'm not gonna debate that right
Okay.
Okay?
now. Right now, if I'm looking at this, you said, obviously you're not changing the exterior. Talk about what parking is there right now.
Currently, there are 3 parking spaces. There is the garage, so one of the variances requires, is saying that there's, the variance is because there's parking in front of the home. The garage is on the front of the house. I have photos if, anyone would, if you'd like to see it.
Yeah, it'd be helpful.
So there's, the garage is on the front of the house, there's a parking space in front of it. Sorry. And then a parking space to the left of it. So in my preparation for here, I actually found a photograph online from 2015. There actually used to be a parking, driveway on the left side of the home. So I'm short by, I am short by half a space, which is, that's why I believe that that variance request is not substantial as it's a technicality. Because I require 3.5 spaces, I have 3. I would be willing to reestablish that side lot if the board desires, but the reality is, it asks for 3, I have 3. There's no such thing as half a space. This is the middle photo. This is from 2015. This is shortly after I purchased the home and started doing renovations. This is it currently. So you can see the garage is on the front of the house, right there. So that's why the parking is in front of the house, because that's what the garage is. Second space is right here, third space is in the garage, and then from the photos, you can see the remnants of the driveway on the left side. I have a bigger version, because it's like gonna be impossible to see on that one. And I called the previous owner, who told me that they used to park there all the time. Now, whether that was set or not, I don't know. But you can see, here's the photo, this is on Google Maps, you can see the remnants, you can see the overgrown. So there was a gravel driveway that went here, and they just let it get overgrown. The reason there's only one paved spot here, at one point it used to be all gravel. When they were repaving it, her kids had grown, they'd moved, and just to save cost, she only paid for the one car she had at the time. It began to get overgrown. So that's why I feel that this, historically, this home has supported that many parking spaces. Do you see, sir? As I plan to move, one of the things that I consider is the additional income from that home allows me to support and continue and maintain the home after I'm not there. An additional rental unit gives me more income to help with the upkeep. Now, the neighborhood doesn't have to wait for do-it-yourself repairs. There's extra funding to pay for them to be professionally done. Lawn care, rather than wait for me to do it every 2 weeks, it can be done every week, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of consideration into that fact as to why.
I don't have any other questions.
I don't
Does the
have
board
any
have any
question.
other questions? No? Just time to hear from the public then.
Let's open it up to the public.
Do you have a time limit on these people?
I don't know, we don't. I've never had such a thing before, so if you have something yay or nay, come up, say who you are, and
I have something. I'm Nancy Thompson, 16 North Street. Can I look at the pictures? Because
Sure.
I'm confused. We came in late, and I'm not sure whether this is what we came for.
Sure. I have more photos. There's
Oh,
something
right,
specific
yes,
you'd
I'm
like
in
to
this
see.
one,
This was 2015.
Mhm.
Here it is up close. You can see the overgrowth.
yeah. Yeah, you did a great job on it.
Thank you.
I thought that it was maybe the 10 cottages right next door to me. But,
Oh,
No, this is a different matter.
yeah,
The 10 cottage, there was no public hearing tonight. That was just discussion.
it was just discussion on it.
There- At some point in the future, there'll be a scheduled public hearing, but that's
Okay.
not tonight.
Okay, all right. Well, I'd like to say that he did a great job on the outside. I haven't seen on the inside. Plus, I think that where that is located, it's not gonna make a difference whether it's a one-family or two-family there. That's just my opinion, but, if it were me, I would say okay. Although, in our block, a block away, we have a tremendous need there for someone to analyze what the parking is. Because y'all just let a commercial space go in there, and that was 15 parking spaces on that you gave it a variance for that. And across from me, there's like what I thought was a one family, but they have like 6 cars. Next to me, there's somebody that has big heavy equipment they use basically as a parking lot for trucks, and there are like 6 of those. So when we first moved here 23 years ago, most of those houses had 1 or 2 cars. And now a lot of the houses have 3, 4, 5, 6 cars. So it really is, and we have street parking on one side in that area of the street and not on both sides. So it really does limit it when there's something like somebody has an Airbnb party down on West Street, they come on up, or when we have church on Sundays. None of us care that much about it now, but I mean, it just is getting to be an issue in that particular block. The parking.
sharing. Anybody else?
Yeah, I don't mind. My name is Melody Brown. Maybe I should keep these on. I can't see without them. I live at 44 Wheeler Avenue.
Okay.
And I bought my legal 2-family home 25 years ago. I grew up in Warwick. I'm a Warwickian. He's a Warwickian. I want what's best for Warwick, and you all know that we need more housing, and we need more affordable housing. And a lot of the housing isn't affordable because it's very difficult to get the process done. It takes a lot of money. And I think that people who grew up in Warwick, who want to be in Warwick, I think that you guys should encourage that. And it's not just John alone I'm speaking of, but just in general, we need more housing. And I would like to see more 2-family housing like I have, which nobody would even really know it's a 2-family house. I pay more in taxes because of it. And I think that I would like to see that because it's not changing the footprint. It looks just the same. I actually have 3 parking spots where I am. So I love my neighborhood, and I like what he wants to do, and I like what Patty did. I mean, it's right directly across the street from me, but this is how Warwick is growing. And I think the board, you guys who are in charge, you need to be helpful, especially to somebody who grew up here. You know, we don't want guys from who knows where coming in and making the rules, right? You don't want to do that. You want our own people to be here. And I grew up here. I'm a senior citizen now. And Michael Newhart, thanks to him, he has helped me as a senior citizen to be able to stay here by giving me various tax breaks, the STAR program. But I want Warwickans to be in Warwick. And the only way that's going to happen is if you guys let it and reward honest behavior, because you know how many people have apartments in their home where people are living, and they're living there, they're collecting the money, and they're not reporting it on their income, they're not paying more in taxes like I do, and you have no control over it, because it's all under the table. So I think I think what he's doing is awesome. I want more people to do that. And I've been in my two-family house for 25 years with a very good tenant, and none of you probably even know this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Anybody else?
Well, I wasn't, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but since Melody called me out, I might as well. So I'm Patrick Corcoran, I own 43 Wheeler, the tree family up there. As Melody said, it looks good. I think it's great for the neighbourhood. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but by all means, the more the merrier, the more housing. I also own businesses in the village. More housing, the better. Why not? And he's doing it the right way. So, just for support, I'm all for it. If that means anything. Thank you.
Every public comment means something, whether someone is for a project or against it, it's good. And I'm just gonna make an editorial comment, because I represent a lot of municipalities in Orange County, and I like it when people come out and participate, because the folks who come out and participate, they give the board a better perspective. It doesn't always carry the day, whatever the opinion is, but it gives everyone some perspective. And because you're participating, you know, later on, you get to say, yeah, I was there, I saw what happened. And I think that's very important for people to show up. So I'm off my soapbox. Go ahead, Mr. Chairman.
Next, Mike.
I'm Michael Waslowski. I've lived in Warwick my whole life, trying to stay here, but there is no affordable housing anymore. What John's doing is very helpful to me and my family, and probably many others. So, I mean, what he's doing, I see should happen.
Thank you. Anybody else? Going once?
Sorry, can I just ask one question?
Please do, Patrick.
Has anybody spoke out against this?
Explain to what you mean.
Well, has anybody come here and said this is a bad idea?
You were all here. Have you heard
This-
anyone?
this
Oh, I don't know. Like,
No, tonight's the only hearing so
Okay,
far.
all right. So as to date, nobody has spoke against. Okay.
No?
I have signed letters from neighbors that were not able to attend, that they've also wanted to submit that they are in support.
Board have any other questions or comments?
Nope. None?
Can either public hearing open or you can close it.
What do you want? Do you want to open or close the meeting?
No, we'll close it.
Close the meeting?
Someone
No.
make a motion to close the public hearing?
I make the motion to
I'll
close the
second.
public meeting.
Discussion?
No need.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Wasn't
The board has, they have, by state law, they have 62 days to make a decision after the close of the public hearing. I'm sure the board will discuss this further and we'll make a decision.
Okay. May I add one more thing?
Do you
So-
want it as part of the record, or we just close the public hearing, but go ahead.
Yeah, it can be on the record. There's just several other factors as why I'm also doing this.
Okay, so apparently we're not, let's,
Well, okay, so hold on a minute. So if he's going to say this.
It can be off the record, that's fine.
It can, no, it
It
can
can
be
be
on
part
the
of the
record,
minutes.
but the public just can't make any comments about
Right,
it.
it can be
He
in the-
can
well,
say
it can be in the
whatever.
minutes of the-
Exactly.
in the minutes of the meeting,
Yeah.
just not the public hearing.
Just go ahead, it's not the public hearing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
go ahead.
just one of the other considerations. One of the other reasons is I have a 94-year-old grandmother who is interested in living there. She was actually going to attend this evening in support. So she's been a resident of Warwick for 30 years. And just recently, she had finally, everyone's been trying to get her to sell her house for years. She lives alone on County Route 1 in a Victorian, and long story short, she's finally said, hey, if you get approved, I'd consider living there. Well, a week and a half ago, she fell and broke her hip. So where we're at right now is this would be an opportunity to help her as well, if approved. I'd be happy to submit any documentation and proof of this, that this is not fabricated.
We wouldn't ask that of you.
But
We're not, that would not be something we would do.
now, I'm not saying she would 100%. She was on the fence, but there's a reality that this would help her as well for the ground level unit if she's told that she's no longer able to use stairs. So, for what that's worth.
Thank you. So we good to close now? That's it?
Okay,
Then, make a
well,
motion?
no, we're not
Okay.
going to.
Oh, we gotta read through your, okay, here we go.
No, I'm just saying, so when do you want to make a decision on this application? Do you want to wait? That's what the board has to decide.
Yes, the board has to decide if they want to deliberate now and make a decision, or if they want
I'm ready now.
I'm ready now.
I'm ready now.
to. Okay.
So we go through the balancing test.
Well, we have to do it for each of the variances.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Should I stay here?
Yeah.
Stay there if you
It's a
want.
good spot.
Just public hearing notice. Okay. With, you want to do this?
yes, please, and thank you.
Okay. With respect to, this is gonna take a few minutes. With respect to variance number 1 request, which is to reduce the minimum lot area from 22,500 square feet to 5,798 square feet. That's what we're talking about now. Whether that will create an undesirable change and in the character of the neighborhood or a detriment to nearby properties. Roll call. Mr. Chairman?
I feel it will.
Yes. Okay. Nikki,
Also,
you feel it will create a detrimental
yes,
change?
yeah.
Okay,
I don't think so, because it's already existing.
okay.
I agree, I don't think so. No.
Well, because there's only 4 here, that creates a tie, which means
You
the
can
variance.
change if you want. Fine, you don't have to hold fast to it, the fact that it's currently existing. If you're not opposed to it currently existing,
This is the question of whether the undesirable change will be produced in the character of the neighborhood or a detriment to nearby properties.
And I do feel it's detriment.
Okay. Then that variance is not granted. Next, to reduce the minimum lot width from 125 feet to 59.3 feet. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back. With regard to the, staying with the 22,000 feet to 5798. Whether the benefit sought by the applicant can be achieved by some method feasible to the applicant to pursue other than an area variance.
no, they cannot, because it's pre-existing.
Okay,
Yes.
But I do feel it is a detriment.
no, we're on question
I
2,
understand that.
whether the benefit sought can be achieved by another method.
No.
So no, it cannot,
They cannot.
cannot. John?
No.
Okay. Whether the requested area variance is substantial with regard to the 22.5 to 57.98.
Yes, it is, numerically.
Yes.
But,
Yes.
okay. Whether the proposed variance will have an adverse effect or impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood.
No, not pre-existing.
Okay.
Yes, I'm sorry. I have to make sure I understood that right.
Whether the proposed variance will have an adverse effect or impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood or district.
No.
Chairman said no, you said no. John?
No.
Well,
No.
okay. And whether the alleged difficulty was self-created?
Yes.
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 I'm gonna say no on that, because it's existing. So I don't wanna say that it's self-created. It's
Oh, he's
existing.
allowed his vote.
Yep.
Okay. So, having gone through the factors, we'll call the question on whether the variance should be granted from 22.5 to 57.98.
No. But it already is there, so it's moot point.
Well, it's a question of legalization.
Okay.
So, okay, so you're voting no on that variance?
Yes.
No, less.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, because there's two no votes, it does not pass. For the, is there, and I'll ask, because we have a tie here, the applicant has the option of waiting for a full board before the votes are taken. Is there a possibility that we'll have 5 at an upcoming meeting? I know it's hard to say.
I know, that's hard to say. You might have to wait and wait if you're willing. I don't know. We don't know.
I mean, we can hold off on the vote if you want. But right now, it is,
It,
we hear what's happening.
it might be a few months until the other board member can attend again.
Is there only 5 in total?
Yes,
Yes.
there is no alternate.
No alternate, no.
So as of right now,
We just went through the first one, and the vote can be recalled if you want. That would be the only way. If you want to wait, we can recall that vote if the board is willing to do so. But otherwise, you're not, the minimum lot area variance has been, as of now, not approved.
as voting is started, is it too late to submit or add anything to that may make somebody reconsider?
Well, if you want to, I can speak to the board and attorney-client if they want to wait or if they want to proceed with the votes this evening.
Well, specifically on that lot size one, I do have something prepared that, if permissible, I'd like to share.
Well, at this point, the public hearing is closed, so we need to, let me speak
Would you
to,
like us to-
excuse me,
Should we-
please,
should we-
ma'am, please.
I'm sorry.
You're good right there. What's that?
I was gonna say, since it is pre-existing, and to move things along the line, I can vote yes on that. Since it is a pre-existing condition, it's there already, and it's long ago, and you have not changed the footprint on it, so I can be swayed on that. And I will change it to a 3 vote then.
You're gonna have that condition with all the variances except for the parking spaces.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just the way it's read, where do I feel it creates? Yes, I do feel it creates a detriment to the character of the neighborhood, but it's pre-existing, so.
But that's just one of the 5 factors.
Correct.
Okay, so you're okay with,
Switch it.
okay. Let me speak to the board, please, and attorney-client. Give me a minute.
Do we have to make a motion for that or
No,
no?
not the attorney. Excuse us for a few minutes, please.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Should I stay here?
Yes, please, this won't take long.
Yeah, it's fine.
legally required to make accessibility changes for a tenant who's disabled. All he would have to do is choose his grandmother as a tenant, and he was legally required to do everything possible to make that space habitable.
You said it's already habitable.
No, for a disabled tenant, you have to add disability. I had an instance where somebody came to me. No, I had an instance where somebody came to me, and they wanted this space. It was one of the studios on the and her son had been shooting and was in a chair, and she was saying, "We'll take the apartment." She's like, "We'll take the apartment, but you have to make it accessible." And I said, "Well, I would, but there's actually no actual way for me to do that because of the entrance."
That's a little.
No, I perfect way to do that. If you advertise something as if you advertise an apartment for rent, well, in this case it was.
Somebody just wanted.
The landlord has to
So the first thing I would say, is, you know how much money New York State spends a year paying people to be mystery shoppers for apartments? More than $20 million.
That wasn't
Because what it's a bank settlement money.
the landlord is legally required to make these within reason. Absolutely, you can check it out, but that's how it is.
I don't dispute that, but.
So, if you can't get it any other no, I can't stand
There's a whole cottage industry.
That's the state we're in. That's the state we're in. Actually, believe it or not, it's very protected for some of us elderly people.
There's small office buildings, people just calling about apartments that are not real. No, I think it's a job. I mean, I think it's a job. Basically.
You can always appeal. It's within your rights and at the
Well, now I'm invested
you
emotionally.
can ask.
I'm hungry. I wasn't hungry when I walked over.
I know.
I'm like ready for
I can't feel it. At mine. Esophagus, like hungry. My esophagus is hungry. It hasn't, I've had it since it's dude.
It's stretched.
No, I know you don't know.
Oh yeah, that was very funny, because he was asking us about our
Don't forget you're still live on YouTube, just in case that you're forgetting, like, people can still hear you. Not that you're saying anything inappropriate,
You gotta edit it.
but
Yeah.
no, that's above my job title. I'm not a TV
Jacksonville,
editor.
My son is from Warwick.
Stop.
All two people saw that. Yeah, but it's Jackson would become like a big.
So I wanted to tell you that you should
Oh
really
my
contact
goodness.
independently. Through Scoovis's office?
So yeah, I mean, they're literally like looking at her house to consider like the chair that goes up the stairs.
Yeah, yeah. We have one in our house. Yeah, but I do have to know about this. The landlord is, you would have to advertise your apartment as a landlord. But the landlord is actually legally obligated in New York State to make an apartment accessible. They have a tenant.
Oh, really? The front gate again.
He was a landlord. That is an apartment, doesn't it? You would be obligated to the tenant to make the apartment.
Do you think that
Do whatever was
the stair will be the versus Because at some point,
It
the
already is
houses are
Uber,
all.
and it was really old, you know, it was the 175-year-old brownstone. And there was
The thing
no
with those
way
ponds
that
is
I could make
crazy.
it accessible. But the issue came up for me, and that's what
I know, I'm talking about it.
It would be a ground floor, it would already be accessible.
I know, every time I
It would
see
already be
it, I always
accessible.
think, I'm always like,
On,
it's a
it-
trap.
yes,
I know.
but,
I
there are
don't wanna
things
say
such as
anything,
parking
because I
space
feel like
next
one
to
day
the
it will
door,
catch
having
a
the
robber.
doors widened,
It's,
whatever
you know,
she needed to have
hopefully
it to make
instead
it
of,
accessible, you would be required to do that. And just from my son's point of view, we were doing transfers, if you work here, you're good.
you know, we
in a
really
transfer
got
situation.
prominent, we're
They would
prominent
have to
in
have
this
it
because we had to
right
sit in the
up
front.
next to the door. Oh my God. Practically, wouldn't they?
It's the back of
I don't know if that helps you.
It would be pretty close. I don't know how to frame that.
Very,
Yeah, I don't know
I'm
how
just
to
noticing
frame
how
that.
slouchy I
Corners of the
am.
loft. You know, we are in New York State, there's like
Yeah.
there's mega
I
loft.
think she's skipping.
I saw
Oh, no,
you
now
looking at a house, and it's quite remarkable actually what's happened to that block.
Yes.
Because it's almost every single house now is all fixed up.
Yeah.
So we've liked it. We live over on.
This is not real time.
Oh, good. That was the question.
No, I don't know why it skipped like
We were here
that.
tonight because.
It should be.
Has a, trying to make a
I don't
law
even want
where
to
it's just basically.
surmise what is happening.
They use it now for like.
Is it live
streaming? What?
He went before me.
Yeah, they weren't having it here. It's good.
Yeah.
He's just trying to get.
Yeah. It
I mean,
is, it's
normally,
good.
You know,
when it
really
works.
belongs.
Yeah, right.
But,
You know,
what's happening.
Well, eventually
now
it'll catch
in
up.
Taiwan is
Eventually
it's
it'll
just
catch up.
really small. And it's gonna take away from.
Was that
I don't know why
controversial,
it
the
was
10
happening.
cars on the one before?
No,
No.
the one that's the one that was
He
being
doesn't want to
split.
build on it, he just wants to sell it. So.
Where they landed was he needs to submit plans. He just didn't
Yeah.
submit the correct paperwork.
Because that house is actually a very nice house, it's next door, and I think it's 10 cottage, that's why I was getting confused right here. You know what it is? It's a rented house, I don't know how many people
We're
there.
gonna do burgers.
Over time.
Upstairs, we're actually.
Been some creative arrangements with the tenants. I guess I would say. And there's some very creative parking arrangements too, with some very big trucks that are along there that I'm not really too happy about.
You think it's too late to grill?
I think they have to do something, I just don't think whether building a new house there is really, and we also what Patrick did
At like 6:30, I
down
wasn't.
further on Wheeler Street, and it's just beautiful, we put that in when we came up.
Bill.
This is absolutely beautiful.
Oh, this is
Thank you.
I can't remember the title.
All right, back on the record. We're back on the record. So we're gonna go, we're gonna start with the question of whether the 22,000 square feet to 5,798 square feet on the lot area variance request is approved. Mr. Chairman?
I'm a no.
Vicky?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Buzz?
Yes.
Okay, so variance number 1 is approved. Variance number 2, reduce the minimum lot width from 125 feet to 59.3 feet. Question whether an undesirable change will be produced in the character of the neighborhood.
Yes, I feel it does create that.
It exists.
No.
I understand it exists.
Okay, so for variance number 2, consideration of reducing the minimum lot width, I'm sorry, keep doing that. Still on the same question, whether the benefits sought by the applicant can be achieved by some other method feasible for the applicant to pursue other than an area variance.
No.
Got a no from everyone?
No.
Okay. Whether the requested area variance is substantial.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Whether the proposed variance will have an adverse effect or impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood or district.
No.
No.
Okay,
No.
sorry? That was a no?
No.
All right. whether the alleged difficulty was self-created.
Yes.
Okay, so calling the question, does the board approve the variance request to reduce the minimum lot width from 125 feet to 59.3 feet? Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
approve the variance? Yes?
Yeah.
All
Yes.
four? Okay. Variance number 2, which reduces the minimum lot width from 125 to 95.3, is approved.
59.3.
I'm sorry, 59.3, you're correct. Variance number 3, reduce the front yard setback from 40 feet to 21.1 feet. Whether this will create an undesirable change in the character of the neighborhood, Mr. Chairman?
It has already, it's pre-existing, so no, it's not gonna change.
No.
Okay. Whether the benefit sought by the applicant can be achieved by some other method.
Nope.
Whether the area variance request from 40 feet to 21.1 feet is substantial.
Yes.
Yes.
Whether the proposed variance will have an adverse effect or impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood.
No.
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 Whether the alleged difficulty was self-created.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Can't I go back to the no, because it's
It's already there,
Okay.
once upon a time.
Calling the question, does the board approve the variance of the front yard setback from 40 feet to 21.1 feet? Mr. Chairman?
It's existing, yes.
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 Okay, that variance is also approved. Variance number 4, reduce the front yard from 40 feet to 20 feet. What's the difference between that one and the one before that? We have the front yard setback, and then reduce the front yard from 40 feet to 20 feet. Kristen, you seeing what I'm looking at?
I do, but Ashley wrote this.
What's that?
I don't know.
I think that
Ashley
that's
wrote
covered in
this.
the previous one,
Mm-hmm,
unless I'm mistaken.
right, I
Okay.
agree.
So we can move on to 4 is non-applicable. Number 5, reduce the side yard setback from 25 feet to 11.1 feet. Undesirable change in the character of the neighborhood.
No.
Nope.
Benefit sought by the applicant can be achieved by some other method.
Nope.
No.
Okay, everybody's a no on that. Whether the area variance from 25 feet to 11 feet is substantial.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Whether the variance will have an adverse effect or impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood.
No.
Okay.
No.
And whether the alleged difficulty was self-created.
Yes.
Long ago, yes. Yes, no.
Yes.
Well, let's have an answer,
It's
please.
self-created because he wouldn't be going for these variances if he didn't ask for a two-family. Otherwise, it'd be pre-existing and be conforming because that was the zoning back in the day.
Correct. I agree. Okay, call the question, does the board approve the reduction of the side yard setback from 25 feet to 11.1 feet? Mr.
Yes.
Chairman?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that variance is granted. That was number 5. Number 6, chugging along.
There you go.
Reduce the total side yard setback from 60 feet to 30.5 feet. Undesirable change in the character of the neighborhood.
No.
No.
Benefits sought by the applicant can be achieved by some other method.
No.
No.
Whether the requested area variance is substantial.
Yes.
Yes.
Whether the variance will have an adverse effect or impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood.
No.
No.
And whether it was self-created.
Yes.
Yes.
Calling the question.
What's that?
What?
I was just compliment John on the clarification.
Yes. Calling the question on number 6, whether the board approves the resolution, whether the board approves the application to adjust the side yard setback from 60 feet to 30.5 feet. Mr. Chairman?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Number 7. Reduce the side yard from 15 feet to 9.8 feet. Undesirable change in the character of the neighborhood.
No.
No.
Benefits sought by the applicant can be achieved by some method other than this one.
No.
No.
Whether the change from 15 feet to 9.8 feet is substantial.
Yes.
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 All right. Whether the proposed variance will have an adverse effect or impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood,
No.
No.
and whether it was self-created.
Yes.
Yes.
Calling the question on number 7, whether the board approves the variance from the side yard setback from 15 feet to 9.8 feet. Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
Yeah.
down the line,
No.
we're good?
Yes.
Number 8. Reduce the street frontage from 90 feet to 59.3 feet. Undesirable change in the character of the neighborhood,
No.
No.
whether the benefit sought by the applicant can be achieved by some other method,
No.
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 whether the area variance from 90 feet to 59.3 feet is substantial,
Yes.
Yes.
okay? Whether it will have an adverse effect or impact on the neighborhood,
No.
meaning the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood, and whether it was self-created.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Calling the question on number 8, does the board approve variance of the street frontage from 90 feet to 59.3 feet?
Yes.
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 Oh, yes. Okay. Number 9. To reduce the livable floor area from 900 feet to approximately 570 square feet for proposed unit 2. Whether there will be an undesirable change in the character of the neighborhood,
No.
No.
okay?
No.
Whether the benefit sought by the applicant can be achieved by some other method,
Yes.
Yeah.
okay? Wes?
Yes.
Whether the requested area variance is substantial,
Yes.
Yes.
whether the proposed variance will have an adverse effect or impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood,
No.
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 whether the difficulty was self-created.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, even though you have some factors that were yes votes, it can be, the decision also can take into consideration the detriment to the health, safety, and welfare of the neighborhood by making the, approving the variance. So calling the question of reducing the livable floor area from 900 square feet to approximately 570 square feet, does the board approve that variance?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Okay, so we have 3-1, and the variance is approved. Okay. Number 10, reduce the required parking spaces from 4 to 3. Whether an undesirable change will be produced in the character of the neighborhood,
Yes.
Yes.
Buzz?
Yes.
Whether the benefit sought by the applicant can be achieved by some other method,
No.
No.
I don't know if there's room in the lot, so I would say no right now.
Well, we mentioned that there was
On
formerly
the side.
right.
Where it
So-
had been before.
So yeah, I think I say yes or no.
so 3 no, wait,
Well, yes then, because,
Okay.
yeah, there was pre-existing
Right.
parking there.
okay.
Okay.
Whether the requested area variance is substantial,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
all right. Whether the proposed variance will have an adverse effect or impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood.
No.
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 Whether the alleged difficulty was self-created.
Yes.
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 Okay, and considering the overall factors as well as a detriment to the community, calling the question, does the board approve reducing the required parking spaces from 4 to 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Okay, 3-1, that carries. And finally, number 11, to locate 2 parking spaces in the front yard where only 1 is permitted. Whether this will this create an undesirable change in the character of the neighborhood?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Whether the benefit sought by the applicant can be achieved by some other method?
No.
Not that I can think of. So I'm a no.
Again, this goes back to 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you have the space, you can create additional parking. So where you wouldn't have 2 in the front, you have 1 on the side as well.
So you're a yes on that?
Right.
Okay. Whether the requested area variance is substantial?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Whether the proposed variance will have an adverse effect or impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood?
No.
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 And whether the difficulty was self-created?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, calling the question, weighing in all those factors and the potential detriment to the health, safety, and welfare of the neighborhood or community by granting, does the board approve the variance to locate 2 parking spaces in the front yard where only 1 is permitted?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman?
No.
Wes?
I'm gonna go no on this one.
Okay. That variance is not approved. So, all of the variances are approved except for locating 2 parking spaces in the front yard based on the discussion and deliberations of the board. The others are approved. So you're gonna have to do something about the 2 spaces that you're proposing, or the 2 spaces in the front yard. You may have to revise your plan a little bit on that and come back to the board.
Did I come back to the zoning board or the planning board?
Well, at this point, probably go back to the planning board, right? I would think, because they're gonna be the ones that have to look at that site plan. And they may kick it back here, but they may not. So, 10 out of 11. Anything else?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Thank you, sir. Anything else? Make a motion to return. The next meeting is the 28th. Kristen?
Yes, the next meeting of the zoning board, John, you're going to go through it, is October 28th.
October
Yes.
28th.
So go through your disty. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Where are we at? Oh, yeah.
All right, so the next meeting is gonna be October 28th. And then I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second it.
Aye.
Aye. Thanks.
Or is that mine?
Thank you.
All right, thank you all.
Not yet.